Hello everybody, this is Phony Bobman here to review the 2017 Daytona 500 and a few other things as well. So yeah, I'm here. I saw the Daytona 500 today, and I also saw the Xfinity Series race yesterday, so I'll be talking about the Xfinity Series race as well. And of course, the ending of the truck race. I'll get onto all that stuff today. But let's start off with the point of this video, and that is the review of today, which was the 2017 Daytona 500, the 59th running of the Daytona 500. Is it? I think it is, yeah. Of course. So, yeah, let's get to the race. So, yeah, it was exciting. The whole race was exciting, but the finish was pretty weak, and I'll get into detail why. So the race itself was pretty interesting. We had a few big wrecks. Daniel Suarez got taken out. Clint Bowyer got taken out. In fact, a bunch of drivers got taken out. A bunch of my favorites, like Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Was Denny Hamlin taken out? I'm not entirely sure. I think he was. I think. Yeah, Danica was taken out. A lot of drivers were taken out. Man, a lot of the top drivers taken out in these big wrecks. Only some of the lesser, drivers were going to win. Or, finish and stuff. So, yeah, big wrecks. Kind of sad that Daniel Suarez got taken out of the race. I wish Daniel Suarez would have been able to finish his first ever Daytona 500. Along with Eric Jones and Ty Dillon, the three people who are running for Rookie of the Year. Yeah. Because, I want Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez to win at least one race this year. I don't know about Ty Dillon, but maybe by chance, maybe he can win one of the restricted play races this year. Yeah. So, yeah, Rex. Not much else to say. Yeah, and then going to the ending. 10 laps to go, or 20 laps to go. More likely we went single file. Oh yeah, I'm glad that Kyle Busch was able to win stage number 1. And then and then Elliott Sadler got taken out. A bunch of people got taken out. Big Rex, what else can I say? Oh yeah, rookie, the Dustless Blastings guy, the driver of the number 83. What's his name again? Joey Gase? I forgot who drives the number 83. I know it used to be Matt Benedetto, but it's someone else this year. Yeah, who drove the number 83 Dustless Blasting car Toyota in this race? I don't know. I think it was Joey Gase, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Yeah, rookie mistake right there. And I know he's a rookie because he has the rookie stripes on those cars, which are yellow, and they stand out. So, the finish. I was hoping that Martin Truex Jr. would be able to win this race because Martin Truex Jr. was my pick to win this race. And he was leading on lap 199. And, of course, he lost it. And who won? Yep, it was Kurt Busch, a Stewart-Haas Racing driver. And I do not approve of Kurt Busch winning this race. Why? Well, because he's a Stewart-Haas Racing driver, and as you know, Stewart-Haas Racing is now a Ford team. Yeah. So, I did not want Kurt Busch to win this race. I did not want Kurt Busch to win any of the races this year. And now he has. I am disappointed. I am disappointed in who won this race. Because one of my predictions for the season was for Stewart-Haas Racing to get only one win this season, and for them to go back to Chevy next year. Now, Stewart-Haas Racing just got their first ever Daytona 500 victory. And their first ever victory with Ford. Now, if Clint Bowyer had won this race, I would have been fine. Because Clint Bowyer, I want him to win at least one race this year. Just one. One race only. Because, yeah. But, now Stewart-Haas Racing will probably get more than one victory this year, so they'll probably stay with Ford for next year, which is something I do not want to happen, but unfortunately, it's probably going to happen, which is sad. I mean, if Stewart-Haas Racing can prove dominant with their Ford Fusions, I'll accept the fact that Storehouse Racing is a 14, but for now, no. I want Storehouse Racing to go back to Chevy, and then I will approve of their dominance. But for now, no. Absolutely not. So yeah, there's the Cup race. Overall, great race, but weak finish. And why was it weak? Well, Kurt Busch won by 3 car lengths compared to last year's Daytona 500, where we had the closest finish in Daytona 500 history. This time, no. Yeah, Kurt Busch won by 3 car lengths, so yeah, weak finish. Well, not terrible finish, but weak finish. And there wasn't even a big pack of cars racing for the finish line. It was just Kurt Busch, then Kyle Larson, and then whoever was behind him, I don't remember. So yeah. Oh man. So yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I should say that this year's Daytona 500 was better than last year's Daytona 500, but I don't know. I'd probably put them side by side, but maybe I'll figure it out later, eventually. So yeah, there's the Cup race. So now, Xfinity race. Because I watched the Xfinity race, I'm going to review it in this video. So, what are my thoughts on the Xfinity race at Daytona? Well, it's definitely one of the better Xfinity Series races. Is it better than Daytona 500? It's almost better. I mean, unfortunately, Brad Keselowski led a few laps in that Xfinity race. Brad Keselowski should not be in the Xfinity Series race. Yeah, Cup drivers are still a thing in the Xfinity Series race, even though we have this 10-race limit for veteran drivers in the Xfinity Series. Or, well, veteran Cup drivers, I should say. I mean, Elliott Sadler, he's a veteran, but he's got nothing in the Cup Series, so I approve of Elliott Sadler dominating in the Xfinity Series. Not like he probably will. Maybe he will, but maybe not. I don't know. So, yeah. Right. Xfinity Series had a lot of crashes. 3 big ones, which is a record. Yeah, 3 big ones in this Xfinity race. A lot of wrecks. Me and my daddy thought the race was going to take all night long. It did not, though. And, Ryan Reed won it. Yeah, I kind of like Ryan Reed. I guess this is his first win in a couple years, which is, kind of interesting. So, yeah. Ryan Reed wins the Xfinity race. Good stuff. Xfinity race, overall, good action, interesting finish. Definitely a better finish than the Daytona 500, which is mind-blowing because the Xfinity race usually is a very bad race. But this weekend's Xfinity race was pretty good. I gotta say, this is definitely one of the better Xfinity Series races that we'll probably see this season. So, what else? I did not see the Truck Series race, but I did see the finish of that race. Matt Crafton, that flip, that was insane. Even today, you still have a chance of flipping in one of the NASCAR National Series that are run at Daytona. So, yeah. Matt Crafton, awesome flip. Definitely one of the best flips that we'll probably see this year. And he landed on his wheels and landed on top of Johnny Sauter. Yeah, I won't be following the Xfinity. I won't be following the truck races very much this year because I'm honestly not a massive fan of the truck series. Mainly because nobody that I know participates in that series, except for Matt Crafton, but, he's yes, the burping has returned to the Phone 15 channel. So, yeah, overall, interesting stuff in the truck series race. I didn't see the whole truck race, so I can't give an official opinion on it, but overall, Matt Crafton's flip in that truck race was pretty interesting to watch, and a first-time winner in that truck race as well, which is also good to see. I like seeing first-time winners in NASCAR. It's something that needs to happen more often, but at the same time, the veterans need their show, unless, of course, if it's the truck race or the Xfinity Series races, or the Truck Series or Xfinity Series. I mean, I approve of Elliott Sadler doing stuff in the Xfinity Series, considering he can't do a thing in the Cup Series now that he's in the number 7, which is normally driven by Regan Smith, but, yeah. Apart from that, not much else to talk about, to be honest. Oh yeah, I wish Martin Truex Jr. could have won this race. He did not. Martin Truex Jr. was my pick for this race. He did not win this race, so there's that prediction outside the window. But not all of my predictions are correct, unfortunately. I mean, they usually are correct, but not this time. I guess sometimes you just can't predict the winner of the Daytona 500. And this time, it was Kurt Busch. So anyways, on to Atlanta. Yeah. Oh yeah, I also want to talk about Chase Elliott. Yeah, Chase Elliott, he definitely put on a show for the Daytona 500. Me and my daddy thought that Chase Elliott was going to win the Daytona 500, but unfortunately he ran out of fuel, I guess. So that didn't happen, but Chase Elliott, he will eventually win the Daytona 500. Maybe not next year, but definitely one of these years. I mean, Chase Elliott, he's fresh from the crop. I mean, yeah, of course. Last year, Chase Elliott was a rookie. This year, he's a semi-veteran or a sophomore, or whatever you say. I'm gonna say that this year Chase Elliott is a semi-veteran. He's not. I mean, Chase Elliott, he's not as good or doesn't have as much experience as like drivers like Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, or Dale Jr. But Chase Elliott, he's definitely got some experience after last season, and yeah. Chase Elliott, good show from him. What else to watch? Oh yeah, getting a thing. Yeah, AJ Allmendinger finished third place in the Daytona 500. Interesting. And hopefully we can see some stuff from AJ Allmendinger, Chris Buescher this season. Heck, maybe Chris Buescher can get a win this season. I would like to see that happen. And maybe he can make the chase, just like he did last season. Although last season, Chris Buescher did it kind of cheatedly. Like Chris Buescher, he made the chase last year only because of a rained-out race at Pocono. There you go. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, it's on to Atlanta. See you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.